Hello all, welcome to my next video. Today we will be talking about how the post-dated transactions takes place in Tally. In other terms, it is called post-dated check management, PDC management. We can name it as you wish. So before we start, let me just explain what exactly the post-dated check. The PDC checks is a check written and signed with a future date, meaning it cannot be cashed or deposited until that specified date. As you all know, it is commonly used for our installment payments, loan repayments, rent, or business transactions where payment is scheduled for a later time based on your supplier or customer terms and conditions. Now let us see how these post-dated entries we have to handle in our Tally Prime. Now we are in our Tally screen. Imagine that we are receiving a check from one of our customer dated 31st March 2025. We will see how we are going to record that in our Tally software. So we will go to vouchers. As we said, we are going to receive a check from our customer. So this is actually a receipt for us. And then we will click on the date. The first and important thing for you all to remember is the date should be the check date. Whatever the PDC check which we have received, what is the date specified on the check? That particular date you have to put it over here. For example, the check date is 31st March 2025 and today is 18th to 2025. You will put here as 31st March 2025. Okay, and which bank we are going to deposit? We will deposit in our the registered company bank account, and from whom we are going to receive it, we are going to receive it from this particular customer. It is asking against reference or new reference. If any invoices are pending, it will show you the invoices which are pending and you can receive the payment against that. Or if any advance which you are receiving it, you can put it as an advance. Right now I will just put it as an advance for a future project. The project details I will give it over here in the bill wise reference details, and I will be receiving an amount of 500,000. Okay, and I'll just save this entry. But before saving, there are a couple of things we have to do as a post-dated transaction. Second thing what we have to do is you have to click on this post-dated button. When you click on post-dated button, you can see the status. It shows as post-dated. This has multiple benefits. I have seen in some scenarios the post-dated entries are posted without this post-dated tag. In that case, what happens? Tally's current date, Tally will treat as the post-dated date. So all the entries which you will post it will go into that particular date unless you change to the current date. So to avoid such kind of situation, it is necessary that we click on this post-dated button. And once that is done, we will just keep entering and we will come to the bank allocation screen. Here we will choose the check and the instrument number which we have received, that is nothing but the check number, and the instrument date. Once again, the voucher date and instrument date are same, and from which bank we have received the payment. So you can select the customer's bank account. Emirates Islamic Bank. And when are you receiving it? That is today's date. Today we are receiving this particular check, and you can give the note against the project, against a new project, and you can put the narration and save the voucher. Okay, so this is how we post a receipt, PDC receipt entry. The same way we can post a PDC payment entry as well. In this scenario, what happens? We will be we will be issuing the check to our suppliers. we will be issuing the payment to our supplier. So in that case, what we will do is we will go to vouchers. We will put the date on which date we are going to give the check to the supplier. We will select our bank account and we will select to whom we are going to issue the check to. And if any invoices are pending, that will definitely show there. And if it is not, we will select it as advance or new reference, whichever you wish to, and put the amount as whatever the amount you would like to give. And click on the post dated button, and then on the bank allocation screen, give the check number which you wish, which you have provided to them, give the date of the instrument, give the PDC issue date, and give the notes and save the transactions. So this is how we generally post the PDC receipt and payment transactions. Now, let me take you to the report. The moment you go to the banking, Tally has provided a super report on banking. Many more features are going to come up. In the banking, we have a separate post-dated summary report. You go inside this post-dated summary report, and you can select your respective bank, and you can see the report based on what is month-wise received and issued. For example, you see here this we have a check received for 500,000, and we have issued a check for 550,000 on this so and so date. And you can further go inside, and you can also change the period. Okay, so both the transaction will be shown here. One is received and one is paid. And it will also show the status. What is the current status of that particular entry or particular PDC? And we have many other options provided here. You have quick search. You can search it with the check number. So if you know that with all these parameters, with the voucher date, instrument number type, status, and you can search it with the voucher number, especially with the instrument number, you will be able to figure out the transaction. For example, 6465 646545. See, only that particular transaction will come over here. And just escape, but you will balance to you will come back to the main screen. And you have also an option to change the report, and you can also enter the note for a particular PDC. So here we have already put one note. Here we will add note: informed the supplier not to present it to the bank until 31st May 2025. So that will also show here. So for example, you don't have sufficient fund in your bank account, and you have to inform your supplier that please do not deposit that check. Wait till 31st of May 2025. That shows the relationship between you and your supplier. Rather than they deposit the check in the bank and then get bounced, we proactively call our supplier and say, please do not deposit until 31st of May. That is actually a kind of building relationship between you and your supplier, or you and your customer. So those notes also can be posted in this report. So any kind of information for a management side they wanted to see, they can also get that information over here. And there are many functionalities provided in the F12 configuration. You can enable and disable the information which you needed, and it will show accordingly. So this is what the information about the PDC receipt and payment. I'm sure you are comfortable and confident on posting this transaction now. And once a particular date is arrived based on the check, automatically it will be accounted in our books of accounts. Now, if you have any doubts on this particular PDC management module, please do email me or WhatsApp me on the number which is provided. I am available on both the numbers. So any kind of doubts and anything, you can always message me or email me. Please do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching.